Yeah, this is Rick. Today's date is Tuesday, July 1st. Hey, we're at the second half of the year. Congratulations to everybody for being here. You made it to the second half. Good morning, Bart. Hey, JW. Thomas. Hello. Hello, Thomas. Daryl. Whoops. Let me get this, fix this. There we go. Daryl, Jim, Rem. Good morning. Tammy, Thomas, again. Sharon, Ed. Good morning. Gold to Mine, Roger, Chip, Sonny. Good morning, everyone. Let's see here. Let me get this over here real quick. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking. Hey, I want to shout out big time to Ed for covering for me yesterday. I think my voice is a little bit better today. And I think if I try to maybe move the mic a little closer and not try to um, get as excited as sometimes I do, and it comes out my voice, then if I can just talk softly, I just might make it today. So yeah, human petri dishes. Well, I still have those with me for a while. So hey, Vernon, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, no, I feel good. I mean, I feel fine. Just my voice. All right, let's get going here. Hey, before I do get started, please let's be reminded that this Thursday we have member e-learning for hit and run candlesticks, right way options, and hit and run candlesticks all in one room. It's a combo room. For those of you that are trial people that went to my my webinar the other night, onboarding webinar, we talked about it. Remember, go to the combo room, and then that's where you can log in, and you can. Doug starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, John at 11, and then I come on at noon Eastern. So for those that are listening, that's not in the rooms right now. $7, you could get started with this in 30 days membership. So get signed up if you want to come see us all three. This is Thursday coming up, July 3rd. Okay. All right. Now let's talk some trading. Ooh, already I can feel the stretch, but that's all right. We'll make it. Hey, SPY is doing quite well. I've talked for a couple of days that I think we're getting a little overbought. Today is maybe showing that. We'll see what today finishes up at. But right now, the pre-market candle is showing that, okay, we need a little bit of a pullback. And that totally makes sense. I'm not looking at anything bearish. Just because we have a pullback doesn't mean to get all freaked out and be bearish. The trend is still quite bullish. And I see no reason to be bullish. Or I'm bearish, excuse me. So we're just pulling back a little bit. And I think that's well needed for the market. If we look at T2123, you can see that we're quite bullish here at the close yesterday. And you can see that the VIX is down. And this is where you want to be if you're bullish the market. If you want to be bearish the market, we need to see the VIX popping up a little bit. And that would give you some clues to be bearish. And then this would be bearish over here too, okay? So I think we're doing pretty darn good. Take a look at the Qs. Same thing as a SPY. Qs and the SPY. These two are becoming closer and closer to being brothers and sisters. Every year, I think they get closer and closer to being about the same thing. So they look pretty much the same. Diamonds are way up there. A little bit of a weak candle coming in this morning, but today's a long day. A lot of things could happen. IWM pulling back. Looks like we're pulling back to the T line. Maybe having a little trouble with a 200 period moving average right here. But that doesn't mean anything horrible. It just means it hasn't found the people yet to sneak through. That's all. IYT transports. I think the transports are doing fantastic. They're on the verge of a very nice breakout. And SMH rocking. Look at that beautiful trend. Just having a little bit of a pullback. That's all. SMH also doing a golden cross right here. 50 crossing the 200 right now. So overall, traders look at that as being bullish. So that's looking pretty good. All right. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Forgot. Let's look at some charts here, okay? I'm drugged up. Not that bad, really. Take a look at TTD setting up here. By the way, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to look at some charts here. I don't know if I'll get through all these charts, but I did just send this out on the app to all the Hit and Run Candlesticks members. So if you have the app, you should have received this. If you didn't receive this, it does no good to tell me right now. So during the day sometime, you might check with us in the room and maybe we can fix it. But you should have received about 18 stock symbols, okay, that I think are setting up really nice. TTD is one of them. And right now, here's the 50% retracement right there. The red line is the 200 period moving average. We got ourselves a rounded bottom breakout with about 27, 28% up to that 50 period moving average. We have a beautiful, I think a very well controlled, beautiful chart. We have a downtrend. See the red dots? We've turned green. We popped up. And here we've pulled all the way back to the 50 period moving average. And now we're starting to swing up. There's a nice little bottom right there. And then we're starting to swing up. See those green dots? So we're going to keep our eyes on the dotted deuce. The 500 period moving average is right here. So keep that in mind. And then let's see if we can't make it up there. Again, man, when you're looking at a chart that is looking at about 25 to 30% profitability, that is a great chart to be thinking about. Another one is FSM. I think it's setting up quite nice. We've already come through the 50% retracement. You can see that right there. Next target to the upside, put a little line right here, I would look at is about that 775 level. And that is about 18% away. And you can see that this chart has been doing what bullish charts do. Overall, you've got a trend. Here we were flat. We broke out. And then from there, we just low, high, higher, low, higher, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Acting beautiful. Next target up, about that 775. If you have troubles with, making sense of anything, you're welcome to the Hit Run Candlestick Room. Doug has right way options. John has BYOB. One of us can help you figure this out. Another chart is Apple. Now, for what it's worth, I picked up a little bit of Apple yesterday. I see it gapped up this morning and has pulled all back. Who knows? It might visit back up there. The reason I bought it is because there's a couple of things I like in a chart. And let's shrink this up. If you look at Apple, for the most part, Apple's been going down, right? And then all of a sudden, let's just move this line down here. All of a sudden, Apple starts moving sideways. And now see how we started turning green on the green dots. And then we closed yesterday. We took out. We were above the T line, but we kind of closed in on the T line, the 50 period moving average, the trend indicator. Great candle. So I picked up some Apple yesterday. Target is going to be it's going to be a rounded bottom breakout play, even though I don't think it is. Out barely makes a rounded bottom breakout. It'll still be traded the same way. So we'll be looking at the dotted deuce up here for a target, first target. And it made it this morning. Let's see if it gets back up there today. So how cool would that be? NG, I think, is setting up quite nice. We've broken through the 200, the 50 period moving average, and come down and visited. So we're kind of just moving sideways right now. Next move up Looks to me as retest these highs at about $4.95, and then maybe get up here to about 6.25. Carl, seasonality sites have July as big month for Apple. Thank you. Appreciate that. Didn't know that. Amazon. I think Amazon is looking fantastic. I mean, look at that trend right there. Beautiful. And, you know, big downtrend, right? And now we've started here. Let me try this. Yeah, a little cleaner chart. Look at that. So let's take the candles off just for a second. I think sometimes we overthink the chart, and you don't need to overthink it. And I think while I love price and I love candlesticks more than you'll ever know, and I think they are the king. I mean, they are where it's at. But I also think they screw you up in the head sometimes because they do get a little wild, and then it's hard to make sense of this candle or that combination. So sometimes take the damn things off the chart, put them in timeout for a while. Look at that downtrend and look at that uptrend. What more do you need to know? And you think you might need to know more, you really, really don't. Like Amazon, to me, this is 100% in fact in a bullish uptrend, and there'll be no candlestick change my mind on that. Once you can say that 10 times, click your heels 3 times and believe it, we'll put your candlesticks back up there. All right. And if you find yourself second guessing because of the candlesticks, take the damn things off again. All right. Put them on, take them off. Put them on, take them off until you become a believer in trend. Believe the trend and trade with candlesticks. Candlesticks do not make the trend. Yeah, I guess a long way somewhere they do, but don't let them get to you. But beautiful. Amazon looks beautiful. Amazon, whoops, don't go there. Go there. Amazon's going higher. Let's see here. Daryl, take a look at some Galaxy. Thank you, Daryl. Look at Galaxy. Kind of a new issue here. We've got a nice trend up. We've got a bottom right here. Trend is working. I'm going to put a line. You know, the last thing I would want is for this to go below 2174. And if we can stay above that, that becomes a buy right there. So nice looking chart. You know, if you're into the new issues and you like that, I like it. I like the chart pattern. Targets are really simple. Targets are the most easiest thing in the world. It's just where price has been before. That's all it is. No more, no less. If somebody was thinking, and if you're starting to type, don't type, stop it. If you're about to say, well, are you concerned about the 24-25 resistance? No, that's a target. All resistance is a target. All targets are resistance. Again, don't overthink the chart. Hey, good morning, yes. How are you? Oh, you're looking at Jets. Jets is nice. Look at that. Trying to get with the program. Move like this. I know we get a little wow. This is a case where price is just a little too full of themselves. And they start this back and forth. And the truth of it is, it's really just a sideways move. That's all it is. And you can help yourself by going to a 2-day chart or a 3-day chart or 4-day. Lengthen the timeout. 5-day chart. Look at that 5-day chart. Doesn't that look more like consolidation now? So when you see a daily chart that should look really good, but you question it because of the candlesticks wobbling around, again, that's just price being full of itself. Slow their butt down. Go to a longer term, 6-day, 7-day. Look at that, 8-day. That's just consolidation. Back to the daily because that's where we're going to trade. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. A lot of buyers coming in. It would make sense to be a buyer in here and over that Well, that big ugly candle right there, that top. I like that one. Thanks, S. Appreciate it. Let's see. Hydro, good morning. Looking at some plug. Oh, absolutely long. Yeah, let's flag that one. So plug, we've already looked at that before. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Excuse me. There we go. Here's your 50% retracement. There's the 50 or the 200 period moving average. And I suspect we get there. Could be in a day, could be in 10 days, but I suspect we get there. So mind your P's and Q's for your entries. If you're already in it, good for you. If you're looking to buy it, I think above the dotted deuce right there is a great place to buy it. But I do think we get there and then we reevaluate from there. CAVA. Yeah, that's trying to come up. I'm kind of one of those guys that's going to wait till over the 50 period moving average. So I peeked at that last night, and it's looking really good. Potentially a rounded bottom breakout. Great price action right here. I think it's doing. If you're in it, 2 thumbs up. I think it's great. For me, I'm thinking a breakout and then a retest, but I'm totally with you. That looks fantastic. Yeah. Watch dotted deuce up here, 200 are good targets, okay? FTNT, bullish. Oops, let's get rid of that. I want to look at the weekly. Look at that consolidation. So how about we just do this right there? There you go. If you're in it, fantastic. If you're waiting for a breakout, I think that's a good plan. Maybe you're waiting for this. That's a good plan. Overall, I mean, can you see how, if you can't see how the chart could go higher, then you shouldn't trade it. But I can absolutely see it myself. Great bounce off the 50 here. I'm looking at the weekly. Great bounce off the 50. Upward move here. Ascending triangle. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Let's look at one more right here. Coop. Coop might be setting up. I don't think I'd be a buyer till over 150, 190 though. I think we have to take these candles out and then possibly a buyer. Risky, folks. You know. I say I would be. Hell, you could be a buyer anywhere you want to be. It's your money. We're all adults here. Pretty confident everyone's over 18. So you could be a buyer anywhere. Just manage your chart correctly. I just like the chart above 150, 190 a little bit better. Little cup of coffee there. All right, let's look at this. Hey, John, good morning. Looking at CG. Whoopsie, I tried to get my voice get a little out there. CG, I think there's a lot of charts out there. I wouldn't touch this one until we took off over that top. That simple. Yeah. I don't know. I just wouldn't do too much unless we got over that 53.70. There's a ton of charts out there. Ton. Yeah. Rickster, KGC. Yeah, KGC's looking good. Looking real good. Whoops, I got to move something around. There we go. Yeah, KGC is looking good. Some of us who were in the room owned it. Now I got rid of this one, but now it's starting back up. I did keep my NEM, and NEM is popping up too. So those of you that kept the KGC or bought the KGC yesterday, we talked about it. Those of you that kept your NEM, you're in the money today. So congratulations to everybody. And let's see. Hey, Bart, you entered QQQ Friday and took it off yesterday for a profit. Is today's apparent pullback invitation to get back in? You entered TQQ long, I'm assuming. And is today's, well, you need to wait for the sign because right now the sign is going the other way. The sign right now is down, is not up. Okay. Where's the buyers? All I see is sellers at the moment. So you want to watch for those buyers. Okay. All right. Are we about out of time? That works for me because I'm going to baby my voice today. So let's call this a day. Great big good morning to everybody. And remember, Thursday starting at 10 a.m. For those that are not a member, you're welcome to join. Go find the link for $7, 30 days. You can come in here if you belong to any one of the divisions of Hit and Run Candlesticks. You can come to the entire members e-learning Thursday starting at 10 a.m. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here, and I do thank you for listening. You guys all take care. See you in about 20 minutes, okay? Take care.